I'm not really that much into science usually, but I want to be. I really think that science is amazing, but I don't have a very technical brain, and usually I find that science requires a lot of research, a lot of patient research, and a lot of really technical knowledge and procedures and things like that. And I tend to be lazy, so sadly I don't know as much about science as I wish I did. But recently I heard about this machine that they're building, and I thought it was really interesting. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called the Large Hadron Collider, and CERN's building it. CERN's the European Research Facility for nuclear physics, something like that, and they're building it between the border of France and Switzerland. So it's going to be really revolutionary. They already have something kind of like it in New York, but they collide particles at much lower speeds. So this is hopefully going to create particles that scientists have never been able to observe before. And I guess the one proton that they are really hoping that they see is the Higgs boson particle. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's nicknamed by scientists the God particle. So, blasphemous, maybe. In any case, it would fill in a lot of gaps that are currently in the current physics model, and maybe explain how particles acquire mass. It would explain why gravity is weaker than the other fundamental forces. It might show that there are different dimensions, and that's certainly the question on a lot of people's minds, including mine, including a lot of science fiction fans. Of course, there are certain fears about the machine because it's so new and so different. Some people are worried that it's going to wipe out the world and universe as we know it. And the reason why, two reasons why, there are more than just two reasons, but two that I can remember, is that it could create micro black holes, which would certainly not be good for the Earth if it created a stable black hole. But the scientists say that the black holes would be very small. Even though one black hole could theoretically be created every second, according to Hawking's theory, they should evaporate almost instantaneously. This position is sort of debated. Just a minority of people question Hawking's theory, but some people think that perhaps a stable black hole could be created by this. Another worry is that strange matter could be created. Strange matter, I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's, I guess one theory about strange matter is that it's just the fundamental makeup of all matter in general, and it's more stable than nuclear matter, which has protons and neutrons and has positive and negative charges. And so the fear is that it will create particles that are more stable than the particles that we know of, and create a chain reaction that will change everything into strange matter, and basically change everything as we know it. Well, one thing that scientists do say to argue against this, is that the Earth and the Moon are constantly bombarded with cosmic rays. I think cosmic rays, yes, cosmic rays, that are 20 million times stronger. And so, if that's the case, then what are we worried about? Some people say that it's just an unnatural situation that we're creating, and that we're colliding protons together, whereas cosmic rays are hitting a stationary object. So that's how they say it's different. And perhaps it is a different, even unnatural situation. So, in conclusion, I mean, an experiment like this raises a lot of questions. Even if the risk is very small, is it worth disrupting the fabric of the universe and the world? How valuable is that sort of knowledge? Are people's concerns valid? What I feel is that I'm not very worried about it myself, since the chances of something like that happening are very small, but perhaps they do exist. So, what do you think? Have you heard of this machine? I'm curious to know if I'm the last one who heard about it. Well, tell me what you think.